Good afternoon, members of the Fourth Estate. We have gathered here as candidates in the forthcoming general election for Kisii County. We are here with the 3 gubernatorial candidates and 3 women MCAs, women representatives, including myself, and also we are here with the 1 candidate vying for the senatorial seat. We have come here because tumestaajabu na tumeshangaa sana. Sisi kama candidates tuliitwa jana na Iebc kwenda kuongea maneno iko hapa Kisii County. Na tulipoenda kwa hii mkutano tukashaurishwa na commissioner alipokuja akatuambia vile tunastahili kufanya kura siku ya mwisho, particularly on electronic voting and issues that will happen on that day. Lakini ile jambo ya kustabisha, tulianza kuongea maneno ya insecurity iko hapa kwa county. Haswa vile bana zetu na posters zinakuwa mutilated na zinatolewa, supporters wetu wanachapwa, wanapigwa, na candidate mmoja anajulikana kutoka chama yangu Bwana Simba Arati, taharuki katokea. Vijana wakatokezea kwa wingi. Sijui mahali ya watoto wametolewa ama hooligans. Wametupiga, wamerusha mawe, wamedestroy institution. Mahali tulikuwa na mkutano na commissioner na hata tukukuwa nafasi. Sisi tumestaajabu, na mimi kama candidate wa women rep naomba Iebc isipofanya ile inastahili kufanya, this candidate is disqualified or he stops the insecurity that has now come here, where there are thousands and thousands of youths marauding around, beating women senselessly. Juzi mliona vile kina mama walichapwa pale kwa Kisii Stadium, wakachomwa na misumari na kitu wanaita electric shocker. Kina mama wakapoteza, wengine wakapoteza viatu, wengine wakavunjika miguu, wakaenda wakatolewa kwa stadium. Kama tunaweza kuendelea hivi, kina mama wana hofu. Vile mimi nimeona kama mama, yaenda pengine tunakuwa na voter apathy, kina mama hawatoki kutoka nyumba zao kupiga kura. Nimestaajabu sana, na hii ni jambo ya kutuhuzunisha kwa sababu tuko na security apparatus, lakini tunajua hawezi kufanya kazi kwa sababu tunasikia kuna mtu pale juu national government ana control hii mambo, anajua kuna taharuki hapa Kisii imetoka, lakini hataki kufanya kwa sababu wanapigiania vitu, wanataka viti. Wanataka viti. Na namuita candidate wetu Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga, kwa sababu hii shida iko hapa kwa Azimio, sio mahali ingine. Atuweke sisi pamoja, tuongee kama nyumba moja, kama yeye anataka kura zake zilindwe hapa Kisii. Asanteni kwa kunisikiliza.
What I first of all want to agree and reiterate what Mheshimiwa Janet Omira has just said. It's a very sad day for this county, and I call upon every person of goodwill to condemn this type of hooliganism. We were invited to a meeting, and all of us stand up, candidates, to discuss issues and review Iebc's preparation for the coming elections. Once we started discussing those issues, all of a sudden there are protesters outside, and indeed it was confirmed that these protesters were not just here. They were in other stations around the county. This is very unfortunate, perpetrated by one, organized and perpetrated by one individual who is also a candidate. And this is a situation which portrays the county in very bad light. We want the government we're calling upon the national government. In fact, we are calling upon His Excellency the President to understand what's going on in Kisii and to arrest a situation which is now leading to chaos, which is now leading to a situation of lawlessness, a situation which is putting all candidates, not just candidates, the voters in particular. So we fear that if this goes on any further, there will be voter apathy, people will live in fear, and this is not necessary. I have personally participated in many elections in this county before. I have not seen anything of the kind we are witnessing today. Violence, people have been injured, election materials have been removed, damaged, in this area, all organized and perpetrated by one individual. We call upon government to intervene. We call upon Iebc, which is an independent commission charged with the responsibility of organizing free and fair elections. We appreciate the measures they have taken so far. We have confidence in the capacity of Iebc to conduct free, fair, and transparent elections. We want them to be allowed to perform their jobs. These demonstrations around the whole county are intended to have certain people occupy positions. I don't know why one candidate wants to be a player and a referee at the same time. So we are calling for national attention, particularly all those who are concerned with the security around the country, to understand, to intervene in what's going on in Kisii at the moment. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I want to share the sentiments echoed by my colleagues who are all aspirants, and all of us are aspirants for that matter, that we have seen unprecedented behavior recently, and Kisii is a haven of peace, and all this we know. Regardless of the political interest we have at the national level to influence Kisii politics, it's actually hurting Baba Raila Amolo Odinga's vote, period. And if you care about the change of regard at the State House, let Kisiis, who are known for their resilience and of course a critical vote that comes from this county, will determine who becomes president. Raila Amolo Odinga must stand up as a statesman and Mother Karua to guard their vote in Kisii. In fact, what we are mutilating today is not anybody's vote. It's Raila Amolo Odinga's vote that's being cannibalized by some agents whom we don't know the agenda. And actually, in this regard, with the confusion in here, in fact, we did share this with Baba the Fifth, and he promised us that he understands what's going on here, and he was going to take action on this matter to guarantee his 98% vote we promised him. If nothing is done with the strength of the President Obure Kenyatta, we are slowly slipping out from our win, which we have promised Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. It is primitive to imagine that you must win by all means. Leadership is God-given. And please, let's sober up and contest our elections without intimidating anybody else. Let us all play this game fairly, and with the best candidate will win. Sometimes I wonder why anybody should panic if it's as a super lead. We are told that some of us want to determine and guide Iebc on who to place in which position. It is immoral because Iebc is supposed to be independent. And if you don't like X, and then you bring your Y, I will also bring my A, because I'll also be worried about who you bring on board. The contest here is, you want to be a player, you are a referee at the same time, you want to be a voter, and the Iebc itself. Can I ask Iebc to take firm measures to forestall this? Today, I want to report here that I shared the independent observers, internationally, European Union observers who were here. What's happening today is in the whole world today. Reports have gone out all there to paint us in bad light. And Kisii is where we have our Minister Fred Matiang'i. Please, our brother, save Kisii's face, because you belong here and we appreciate, we love you, but take the leadership and show our people direction, because honestly, when the DC, the chairman of security, DC, says he doesn't understand this, we need to find out. Who is supposed to help us find out? The intelligence organs are with him. The CID, the NSIC are with him. He has intelligence to gather what's happening and even guide the commissioner before he comes to meeting. Suppose the commissioner was hurt because there are pelting stones at the commissioner, who has got no knowledge and no clue about what's happening in here. So what happens if the commissioner was hurt? A commissioner and a member of an independent institution, which we must respect for us to get a fair, the case is taken, and who loses, it is our candidate who we dearly love and we want to give him a vote. His 98% will be guaranteed unless something is done, and quickly so, because the problem is known and you can't sit on that problem, it will burn all of us. Wapendwa, vile nimesema kwa Kiswahili ni kwamba kizungu ni kwamba tumekuja kwa mkutano leo katika ATC, tukaambiwa kwamba kuna majadiliano jinsi tunavyokuja kupanga na kupiga kura za mwaka huu ambazo ziko 18 days to come. Lakini kwa bahati mbaya kuna watu wengine labda wana mambo ya hendi sambamba na vile wanataka na watakataka kukatia mkutano ule. Vijana wamekuja kutoka pale hatujui. Najua pia kwamba kama DC kazi imekuwa ngumu, siasaidiwe na watu wengine. Because kama hujui pale watu wametoka wapi kuja kutupa mawe kwa shirika la serikali, kutupa mawe kwa viongozi ambao wanafanya kazi yao kikatiba, mpaka wakasambaratisha mkutano ambao unasaidia sisi kufanya uchaguzi wa amani. Kisii ni sehemu ya Kenya ambayo ina determine who becomes the president. And surely hatuwezi kucheza na hii kura ya Kisii ambayo inaenda kuharibika, na pale wewe ata benefit ni mwingine, sio baba, sababu watu wa baba wanapigana. Akuje kama baba wetu na Martha Karua na president wetu Mugai Kenyatta to put this action together. Tunajua kwamba mshindi tutakuwa Mkisii, lakini sio lazima awe mimi. Tafadhali tufanye kura za amani na vijana wetu, tuache kutumika vibaya. Tupatia community yetu sifa mbaya. President Andrea Molodinga, please act on this.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Chiri, Governor Aspirant of Sawa, Azimio kwa Water Coalition. This afternoon, I'm very worried of the situation happening in Kisii County. It has been there for the past 2 months. That has never been before. Kisii has been known by a peaceful county with peaceful coexistence in whichever tribes. And as we have come here, I reiterate the words of my competitors that whoever is going to be a returning officer, whoever tribe, whichever tribe, we are comfortable with it. We don't only need Kisii, because Kisii are out side there. They're going to work as returning officers with different tribes. So we call upon peaceful coexistence, peaceful elections. And also, I want to call upon our brother, Dr. Matiang'i. We are not comfortable in Kisii, and Kisii is our home. We have nowhere to go. Please enforce security so that we can peacefully coexist. And the issue of returning officers, say that we are comfortable with whichever returning officer is going to supervise the elections. Thank you.
Members of the Fourth Estate, my name is Harrison Sariga. I'm the aspiring women rep from Jubilee Party. And I also echo what my fellow leaders have said, that we need to condemn the violence that is happening in town today, or in our county, because this has been happening across the 9 constituencies. As a woman aspirant, we aspirants, not me myself, we have been having problems since the campaigns started. We have never been given a fair ground for campaigns. When we have big rallies, we get that wounds are probed there. There's a lot of intimidations, that we are not given a room to air our sentiments or to sell our policies to the people. And that is something new to this county, because we have lived here since we were born and we have any experience to this. And when we have such issues happening, where goons are putting control of our county, what will happen is that as women, they are the people who are going to suffer. The children will also suffer, because wherever the bulls are fighting, is the grass that suffers, and the grass is the woman and the child. And we are not going to tolerate this, because if there is an aspirant who feels that he has an upper hand above others, let him set his policies and wait the vote in the ballot. Not to use guns and not to fight, so that he can be in the seat by force. So us as mamas, we are saying that we have condemned it and we are not going to allow this. Let IPC use the law. Let IPC implement what is required for candidates who misbehave, so that our women can be safe. Mothers are going to fear to go to the polling stations to vote. And those votes are the ones we need because we are representing mamas, so that mamas can put the right candidate in the office who's going to help them. They are the vulnerables in this community, and their children are also vulnerable. So we ask the IPC and the security team to do their work and take the action necessary required, so that we may have a fair ground and a peaceful election.